Welcome to Moral Stories by ANAF. Today's magical episode takes us back to the enchanted forest, where Snow White begins her very first day in the Dwarfs' cozy cottage. Get ready for warm moments, gentle laughter, and a heart-touching journey of friendship, kindness, and home. Let's step inside the fairytale world together. Morning sunlight peeked through the small wooden windows of the Dwarfs' cottage. Snow White slowly opened her eyes, feeling warm and safe for the first time in many days. The soft chirping of birds outside made her smile. She sat up and looked around the cozy room. Tiny beds lined the walls, one for each dwarf. Their names were carved on the headboards in beautiful letters: Doc, Grumpy, Happy, Sleepy, Bashful, Sneezy, and Dopey. Snow White whispered, "What a lovely place. I can't believe I'm really here." Just then she heard clumsy footsteps. Tap, tap, tap. The dwarfs peeked inside the room one by one. "Good morning, Snow White," Happy said, almost bouncing. "We made breakfast, well, sort of," Doc added, scratching his head. Snow White smiled and followed them to the kitchen, only to find a hilarious mess. Flour on the floor, burnt bread on the table, and Dopey standing proudly with a spoon stuck to his hat. "Oh my," Snow White giggled. "Let me help you." Together, they cleaned the kitchen. Snow White taught them how to whisk eggs, slice apples, and set the table properly. Even Grumpy secretly enjoyed the warm apple porridge she made. After breakfast, Snow White explored the cottage. She dusted the shelves, washed the cups, and folded tiny blankets. The dwarfs watched in amazement. "No one has ever made this place so neat," Bashful whispered shyly. Later, Snow White joined them in the forest. She admired how proudly each dwarf worked at the mine, some digging, some polishing gems, and some, well, Sleepy was trying hard not to fall asleep. When they returned home in the evening, something magical had happened. The cottage shone brighter than ever. Fresh flowers decorated the windows. The air smelled of warm pie baking in the oven. Snow White welcomed them with a gentle smile. "I thought you would like a nice surprise after a long day." The dwarfs lined up, their hearts softening. Even Grumpy muttered, not bad." That night, they all sat around the fireplace, laughing, sharing stories, and enjoying warm apple pie. Snow White felt like she had found a new family, 7 tiny, unique, loving hearts who made her feel safe again. And as she looked around at their smiling faces, she whispered, "This feels like home." Thank you for watching this magical adventure on Moral Stories by ANAF. Snow White's first day with the dwarfs reminds us that kindness can turn any place into a home. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to spread more fairytale goodness. See you in the next enchanting episode. Take care and sweet dreams.